Hello, good people. I was about to put a Facebook post out and just kind of address what I wanted to say, but way too much to type while you're driving, and all of my friends say don't text and drive. So I'm not texting and driving, and so I'm videoing and driving. So I'm actually driving right now down to Atlanta, Georgia. As a lot of you know, back in South Carolina, there was a pretty tragic event that happened at a shooting range in Anderson the other day, and a beautiful young lady's life was taken in a freak accident. And I can't even begin to understand what the family must be going through, or how do you deal or cope with something like that. I think a lot of times in my own personal life, I ask myself, I'm like, is this God's will? Is this God's will for me, or is this God's will in this situation? And so many times I find myself thinking and saying, well, that doesn't make sense. Why do people have to hurt, and why do people have to go through hard times? And Lord knows that I've been through my share of them, and these past 4 years have been just been pretty tough. But we persevere, and we have, or I can't say we, but for me, I have to have faith that whatever's happening, that it's supposed to happen at the exact moment that it's supposed to happen, even when it makes no sense whatsoever. You ask why I'm speaking of this young lady whose life was lost, is because all things happen for a reason, and there are no coincidences in my world. And I believe that everything happens in God's time. Is that that tragic death and that tragic loss of life to a beautiful young woman, Sarah, is now going to give my brother a second chance at life. Many of you don't know, and I haven't shared, but Jeff was scheduled for his liver transplant, and as he was approved to have a live donor transplant, his son Taylor was going to step up and do that. Obviously, Taylor is, his oldest boy and my first nephew, and just such a wonderful young man. And right out of high school, when most of his friends were celebrating spring break, their first year of college, Taylor was standing on top of the embassy in Yemen, protecting our embassy. He's a brave young man, and Taylor stepped right up and didn't think twice about donating half of his liver to his father, so his father could live a healthy life again. But things change sometimes, and life changes in an instant. And this young lady who passed, we know her. Our family knows her. Jeff knows these people, and the Hansborough family. I'm so heartbroken for you. I can't even begin to understand or comprehend, as a father, the loss that you're feeling right now. I'm so grateful that Ginger stepped right up without hesitation and said that she wanted her daughter's liver to go to Jeff, because Sarah decided a few months ago that she wanted to be an organ donor so that she could help people even if she wasn't here anymore. And she's doing just that. We got the word yesterday, and it's been a whirlwind ever since. Jeff they received the phone call this morning at 4:30 in the morning to converge on Atlanta to get down there as soon as possible. They wanted him there at 8 this morning so that they could begin to prep him for what is going to be his liver transplant. It's a big process, and obviously lots of risk involved, and so our family is all coming together to Piedmont Hospital in Atlanta to be with Jeff and with Elle, and to do whatever it is we can through praying or through our presence, through support, whatever we can do to just be there for Jeff. I just learned a few minutes ago that erring on the side of caution. Some things have come up, and now the surgery is being pushed back to tomorrow morning. How ironic that Jeff's birthday is tomorrow. Jeff turns 52 tomorrow, and could be getting a second chance at life on his birthday tomorrow. That's God's will, in my opinion. These things don't happen by mistake. These connections, how we intertwine with one another, they don't happen by mistake. You know, one thing I've learned, and I've learned it pretty hard lately through relationships and friendships and things of that nature, is, you know, make the amends, clean your side of the street, show love even when love is not being shown back to you. Now, it's easy for me to say that right now because I'm full of gratitude and I'm nervous, I'm scared, but I'm excited about what's going to happen for Jeff, and hope and pray that everything goes okay. And it's tough sometimes to clean your side of the street, or clean my side of the street, when I'm, you know, angry, or I feel justified in whatever it is that's going on in my world that makes me react the way that I do. You know, I know these past 4 years I've had people step up and do things for me that you can't even begin to imagine, and that have paved roads for me when I was incapable of even sweeping the street, you know. That's the love, that's the support, that's the kindness that people show. And I just wanted to let everyone know, you know, where we are, where Jeff is with what's going on with his surgery. But also, I'm going to attach a link to this Facebook post for his GoFundMe page. Obviously, the cost associated with everything that's going on is astronomical. And, you know, Jeff's unable to work. Obviously, Elle can't work. She's there with him. And, you know, it's a tough time. And I know that, you know, that people go through tough times. And, you know, if you can't help out financially, that's okay. It really is okay. I ask that you pray, or I ask that you send good vibes, or you ask the universe to send whatever it is that the universe sends, and whatever you believe, because that doesn't really matter to me as long as it's filled with love and it's filled with kindness. You know, I got 1,000 miles ahead of me right now. I think I get to Atlanta somewhere at 8 o'clock in the morning, whatever, and it's just a drive, right? Because I'm not faced with the things that he's being faced with today. And I'm certainly not being faced with what the Hansborough family is going through right now. And I just want them to know that I am so grateful for your generosity and for your love and your kindness. And I just really, really hope that all of this makes sense for you and your family someday. Thanks for taking the time to watch this. Peace. And I'll keep you posted on things. Take care.